In this video, we will try to understand star schema theoretically because as we are going in more deep in this course, we will be using star schema in our data model. And before we see that practically, we should be able to understand what is star schema. Most of the time you might have heard about the star schema or maybe snowflake schema. So there are different types of schemas which are available while we design the data models in the data warehouse. Now we can say in this project or in this course we will try to understand a star schema, and that's what we are going to implement. To better understand a star schema, we need to understand first dim table and fact tables. So basically, dim tables is nothing but the dimensions tables. Fact tables are nothing but the fact tables or measure tables. In the dim table, we do have different character types columns or maybe date types columns, times, year, quarter, that kind of data columns which are available. Dimension tables basically describes the various entities and its attributes. And in fact table, this is nothing but a measure value where most of the times it will contain the values which are numeric in terms of like cost, salary, sales revenue, product, total sales, sales quantity, that kind of things will be available in the fact tables. First of all, let's see dim tables. These are some of the dim tables which I am trying to show you. Like this is kind of a dim tables. We can say products which will have this kind of information. You can say product ID, product name, product category, product description. Like there are other columns like customers which is having all these their details. Then time also, like date, year, quarter and month. This kind of details will be available in the data. Dimensions table, sales point is also one thing which is can be available. While the fact table is something which is different, which contains all this information, but there are basically units sold, total sales, and total cost. These are the three fields which distinguish from the dimensions tables, because this is something which is available across other dimensions tables. Means all the dimensions tables which are holding some fact or actual values, that will be held in this fact tables. Now you can see this sales details is a fact table which consists of product ID, that is nothing but this coming from this product tables. Customer ID is coming from this customer table. Then date ID is coming from this time table, and then region ID is coming from region ID. So basically all the IDs will be held in the fact tables, and then uh, all its values, like suppose what are the products sold, how many products sold, that can be noted it down here, and at what time, so that will show up here in the date ID. And then customer's name as well, customer ID, which customer has bought how many quantities or how many units, and in which region or country or city, that can be shown by this region ID. So basically products information will be stored in terms of product ID. Customers information will be stored in terms of customer ID. Time related data will be stored in the date ID column, and region ID will be stored in terms of region ID in the sales data. And all other this field is aggregated data for each of these dimension tables. This is basically structure, and when we join this table as a star schema, what how we do is this is the way we can join. This product ID can be joined to this customers ID, can be joined to customer ID, then data ID to data ID, region ID to region ID. So these are the tables which are joined. Sales tables like fact tables will be at the center point, and rest of the dimensions table will be around it, and that will be joined to the sales tables. This is something a typical structure of star schema where fact table is the main thing, and around that there will be dimensions tables, and this is what we are going to use. So this is something which is very useful to understand, and everyone should understand this star schema, and this is we are going to use in our next videos. I hope you have understood this star schema. If you have any questions or comments, do let me know in comment section. If you like my videos, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.